Lesson 8.3 on page 329, our unit fractions of a whole lesson, and our essential question is, what do the top and bottom numbers of a fraction tell? Now remember, a fraction is a number that names part of a whole or part of a group. So I'm going to show you what part of a whole looks like and part of a group looks like. This is part of a whole, right? You see this circle? I've got it broken into two parts. They're equal parts, part of one whole. 1/2, 1/2. Here's another example. Here's one whole, broken into equal parts, 4 equal parts. We call these fourths. 1/4 is one part of the whole that is divided equally into fourths, or 4 equal parts. Here we've got a whole divided into how many equal parts? Look at that bottom number. It tells you how many equal parts. 6. Now, I'm not a perfect sixths maker. Sixths is hard to say because you've got the X and the TH together. But I've got 6 equal parts, right? 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, and 1/6. I have 6 sixths to make this one whole. So a fraction could be parts of a whole, or it said in the definition there, parts of a group. So I could even look at this group of squares and think of fractions, right? I have 6 in my group, right? I could say, oh, well, 3/6 of the group are light blue, or 1/6 is yellow, or 4 of the 6 pieces, 4/6, are some shade of blue, right? Light or dark blue. So these are, you could talk about fractions as fractions of a group. Back to page 329, our words here continue. In a fraction, the top number tells how many equal parts are being counted, right? So in this whole, I've got one part being counted. One of the 2 parts are being counted. In my 6, I've got one of the 6 being counted, 1/6. The bottom number tells how many equal parts are in the whole or the group, right? So that bottom number tells how many total parts. If I have 6 parts in my whole, I've cut it into 6 pieces. 6 is my bottom number. And a unit fraction names one equal part of a whole. It has 1 as its top number. 1/6 is a unit fraction. So these are all some examples of unit fractions. You've got 1/2 is a unit fraction because it has 1 in the top number. 1/3 is a unit fraction. It has 1 in the top. This would be something, a whole or a group that has 3 equal parts. But one of those 3 equal parts is a unit fraction. 1/4 is a unit fraction. 1/6 is a unit fraction, right? Those are all examples of unit fractions. Now, there's 2 important vocabulary words with fractions. Numerator, and I need you to say it like that, sorry. Make your voice go really high because the top number, the higher number, is the numerator. It's on top.
And then the denominator is the lower number, the bottom number. Make your voice get very low. 8 is the denominator in this unit fraction.
1 is the numerator. And I know it's a unit fraction because 1 is in the numerator. Anytime 1 is in the numerator, it is a unit fraction. All right, enough silliness. Back to the math. Let's unlock the problem. Luke's family picked strawberries. They put the washed strawberries in one part of a fruit platter. The platter had 6 equal parts. What fraction of the fruit platter had strawberries? All right, we're going to find part of a whole. So we're going to take that whole platter and break it into 6 equal parts. So I'm going to shade one of the 6 equal parts. And this is red, 1/6. We write it 1/6. So 1/6 of the platter had strawberries. Now we're going to use a fraction to find a whole. This shape this square shape, is 1/4 of the whole. Here are examples of what the whole could look like. All right, so you see this whole outside shape is the whole, and just one little square is the fraction, 1/4, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. This is one of the fourths. You could also have the whole look like this. And this one little square is 1/4 of that whole. Or here are 4 equal pieces, right? And right here, this could be one of the 4 pieces, 1/4. So how can you make a whole if you know what one equal part looks like? I knew this was one equal part. I just had to duplicate it, right? If this is 1/4, I have to make sure there's 4 of them, because the denominator, that bottom number, tells me how many equal parts. Just like up here in the platter, if 6 is the denominator, that bottom number, then there are 6 equal parts. So I have to make sure that the platter has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal parts. So that unit fraction can help you know what the whole looks like. Page 330. They're going to ask us to look at the bottom of 329 and draw 2 other pictures of how that whole might look. Knowing that this is 1/4, how else could it look? I could have it look like this, right? I could have it look like this. I could say, oh, I want it to be like this. I drew 3 other ways. But you could, however else you could arrange that 1/4 so that there are 4 of them. Okay, almost like you're copying and pasting. All right, let's go to Sharon's show. I'm going to have you try it and then come back and check. All right. What fraction names the shaded part? Think 1 out of the 3 equal parts is shaded. So 1 out of the 3, right? 1/3. That's the unit fraction. Number 2, write the number of equal parts in the whole, then write the fraction that names the shaded part. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 equal parts. So 1/6 is shaded. 8 equal parts. 1/8 is shaded. I've got 3 equal parts. 1/3 is shaded. Down here, I've got 2 equal parts. 1 of the 2 parts is shaded. I've got 4 equal parts for number 6. 1 of the 4 equal parts is shaded, 1/4. And here I've got 8 equal parts. I see 1 out of the 8 is shaded. Check your work, see if that matches up. And up here it says, explain how you knew what number to write as the bottom number, as the denominator. You knew it had to be 3 because there were 3 equal parts, right? The total number of parts or pieces is the denominator. Okay. Moving on your own. This, do on your own. You can come back and check. This is page 331. Try it on your own. All right, how did you do? Here you go. Check out number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm pretty sure those were easy peasy lemon squeezy. Number 13, a little tricky. The shapes of the pieces are different shapes, right? These are triangular pieces and these are square pieces, but they are all still equal pieces. They're equal amounts. If I were to cut these and then reshape these, you could kind of see that, oh, 2 of these little triangles equals the same as 1 of these squares. So that is a little tricky but there are still 8 equal parts before I drew all over it, and one of the 8 parts is shaded, okay? And down here for 14 through 17, you have to kind of visualize, right? You were given the unit fraction and you had to be able to double it in this case, or triple it in this case, or sextuplet, or 4 times it. So hopefully that made sense to you. Go ahead and turn onto page 332. We'll see if we get this far in the live math session, but I do want to go through this. 32, we often don't get to this application problem solving part, but I think we have the mental space for it today, okay? So number 18 says use these pictures for 18 and 19. Now the missing parts of the pictures show what Kylie and Dylan ate for lunch. What fraction of the pizza did Dylan eat? Here's Dylan's lunch. He ate this one part. He ate 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He ate 1/8 of the pizza. Yes? Now, what fraction of the apple did Kylie eat? Oh, she ate this one piece out of, there's 1, 2 pieces. So Kylie ate 1/2, or it says to also write it in words, 1/2. All right. Now, check number 20. Number 20 says, Diego drew lines to divide the square into 6 pieces as shown. Do you see his 6 pieces there? However, then he shaded one part of the square. Diego says he shaded 1/6 of the square. Is he correct? Explain how you know. Is this 1/6? It's 1 piece out of 6, but are they equal pieces? No. He is not correct because, B-E-C-A-U-S-E, he did not divide the square equally, right? Now, we do our best, but that's really off. So that is definitely not 1/6. I don't think he tried very hard there. He better try it again. Now let's think smarter. Riley and Chad each have a granola bar broken into equal pieces. They each eat 1 piece or 1/4 of their granola bar. So I'm going to draw a little picture to help me just visualize it. So they each have a granola bar and they each have they each ate 1/4, right? Now, how many more pieces do Riley and Chad need to eat to finish both granola bars? Draw a picture to justify your answer. So they each need to eat 3 more pieces. So each, oh, but it didn't say each. It said how many more pieces do they need to eat to finish both granola bars? They need to finish 6 pieces. 6 1/4 pieces, right? Each piece is 1/4 of a bar. All right, and now down here, think smarter. What fraction names the shaded part? I see this shaded part down here. It's 1 of 1, 2, 3 total parts. So it's 1/3. I know the denominator is 3 because B-E-C-A-U-S-E there are 3 equal parts. I forgot my P. And 1 is shaded. Okay? Good work today. For your homework, I'm going to want you guys to do, page 332A and B all. I want you to get a lot of practice. Enjoy.